I never imagined that the home I spent my entire life building would become the battlefield where my own family turned against me. My name is Margaret Wilson. I'm 62 years old, a widow, and the owner of a small but beautiful house in suburban Ohio. That house wasn't just wood and walls. It was my marriage, my sacrifices, my sleepless nights, and my memories carved into every corner. And yet, one afternoon, my daughter-in-law stood in my living room, slapped me across the face, and demanded my house keys like I was a stranger who didn't belong there. Chapter 1: The House That Held My Life. My late husband, Robert, and I bought this house 35 years ago. We were young, broke, and terrified, but hopeful. Robert worked double shifts as a mechanic, while I took care of our only son, Daniel. We painted the walls ourselves. I remember standing on a ladder, pregnant, laughing as Robert accidentally splashed white paint on his hair. "This house will always be yours," he told me once. "No matter what happens, Maggie." When Robert passed away suddenly from a heart attack, the house became my anchor. I learned how to live alone in rooms once filled with laughter. I kept Daniel's childhood bedroom untouched, hoping one day he'd visit more often. And then Daniel married Sophia. Chapter 2: When Sophia Entered My Life. Sophia was beautiful, confident, and sharp-tongued. From the very beginning, she made it clear she didn't like me. She never called me Mom. She called me Margaret, cold and distant. At family dinners, she'd comment on my cooking. "This is interesting," she'd say, pushing food around her plate. Daniel always stayed silent. I told myself I was being sensitive. I wanted peace. I wanted my son happy. So when Daniel and Sophia moved into my house, temporarily, after financial troubles, I opened my doors without hesitation. That was my biggest mistake. Chapter 3: Slowly Becoming a Guest in My Own Home. At first, it was small things. Sophia rearranged my furniture without asking. She threw away Robert's old armchair, saying it looked ancient. She replaced my family photos with abstract art. Then she started giving orders. "Margaret, don't use that bathroom. It's ours now. Margaret, you're too loud in the mornings. Margaret, you should really think about downsizing." Downsizing from my own home. Daniel avoided eye contact whenever she spoke to me like that. I waited for him to defend me. He never did. Chapter 4: The Slap That Changed Everything. The argument started over something small, my house keys. Sophia wanted a new set, not copies. "I should have the original keys," she said. I laughed nervously. "These are my keys. This is my house." Her face hardened. "You're old," she snapped. "You don't need a big house. Daniel and I are starting a family." I told her calmly, "This house belongs to me. Robert left it to me." That's when it happened. Before I could react, she slapped me. Hard. The room went silent. "Give me the keys," she hissed, "or we'll make your life miserable." Daniel stood there, silent. I felt something break inside me, but it wasn't weakness, it was resolve. Chapter 5: The Secret Sophia Didn't Know. That night, I locked myself in my bedroom and cried for hours. Then I did something I should have done long ago. I called my lawyer. What Sophia didn't know, what Daniel had forgotten, was that the house was legally protected. Years ago, after Robert's death, I placed the house in a family trust under my name. Neither Daniel nor Sophia had any rights to it. Not now, not ever. And I had something else Sophia never expected. Evidence. Chapter 6. The Family Meeting. I invited everyone for a family discussion. Sophia walked in confidently, already acting like the owner. Daniel followed her like a shadow. I placed documents on the table. "This house belongs to me," I said firmly, "and you both have 30 days to leave." Sophia laughed. "You can't kick us out." That's when my lawyer walked in. The color drained from her face as he explained everything: ownership, the trust, and the legal consequences of assault. Sophia's voice trembled. "She hit her?" Daniel whispered. "Yes, Daniel, she did." Chapter 7. The Truth Finally Surfaces. When I showed Daniel the security footage, the slap, the threats, everything, he broke down. "I didn't know," he cried. "I should have protected you." Sophia screamed. She accused me of manipulation, of turning her husband against her. But for the first time, no one believed her. She packed her bags that night. Daniel stayed behind, apologizing, ashamed, and finally awake. Chapter 8. Choosing Myself. Daniel moved out a month later. "I need to figure out who I am," he said. I didn't stop him. For the first time in years, my house felt like home again. I repainted the walls, I brought back Robert's old armchair, I planted flowers in the yard, and every morning I remind myself, being kind doesn't mean being weak. Loving your family doesn't mean letting them destroy you. Sometimes choosing yourself is the bravest thing you can do. Final message to the viewer. If you're watching this and feel invisible in your own family, if someone is trying to take what you worked your whole life for, remember this: your age does not erase your worth, your silence does not mean consent, and your home, your life, deserves respect.